Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to crochet a light cardigan together. When I shared it on Instagram, I got so many lovely comments from you. Of course, I knew we had to make it together. The cardigan I'm showing here is the same one I wore on Instagram. It's made with 70 motifs in total. These 70 motifs back and front, if I were to give you the numbers, for I have 24 motifs on the back, I have 24 motifs in the front, I have 4 motifs on the shoulders, 2 plus 250, 70 in arms at 18, but the one we're making together today will be just one size smaller. When we open it up, you'll see it has 8 motifs across. Making a cardigan with 8 motifs, increasing and decreasing. I will make a short version with 62 motifs. I will show you how to make a motif, how we crochet the motif together, and how we come together. I will show you. We will use 2 separate joining techniques. One of them I want to show you right away. That we add motifs upwards while crochet them together, technique like this upwards. One of them is added to the top after chain technique that we add to each other. Well, we will see both techniques together. So, to get started, we'll need about 62 motifs. If you want it longer, go for 70, just add 8 more if you prefer a looser fit. You can think like 78, dear friends. So let's move on to making the motif. After making the motif, I will remove this. We will continue with 62 motifs. What colors of that cardigan did we use? I want to show our thin cardigan the colors we will crochet together. We will use Alizé Cotton Gold's 262.025 with millimeter crochet hook. First of all, as I said, we will collect 62 motifs. But I also show the motifs like this. Now we will crochet together 2. I crochet standard 2 rows with 62s. I crochet 2 rows with 2 faces. You too can continue with this same logic. You can use a single color, or you can evaluate more colors in this cardigan. If you want to enlarge this cardigan, this is what I will show you. It will suit you more, like size 36, 38. You can make your motifs 1 row larger, or you can work the back with 5 fingers instead of 4 fingers. For example, you can work the motif under the arm and enlarge it. You can make the motif 1 row larger from the beginning. I also recommend you for this. Rather than growing in the last row. Well, you know we made a vest. I will show you immediately with these motifs. I also had an order of the same product while it was still in my possession. I wanted to show it to look like this by crochet 1 more row than the round here, for example 2. After the second row, 1 more round row, i.e. 1, 2. You can also increase the size by crochet 3 rows. The crochet of this grown version is also on my channel. Vest moon motif vest. Making this cardigan and this vest were made right away. I'll leave it under the video if necessary. You can work this motif directly in your head. Actually, there is not much difference, just crochet 1 more row. Let me show you here too. Don't forget this link will be under this video. Now after collecting 62 of these motifs, now we will crochet together. What are we doing? This is what we do. Immediately after collecting our 62 motifs, we are preparing strips. I have one, I did it, but I also joined it in the middle. You can see right before your eyes how it will be. I'll get these right away so they don't get mixed up. Now look, I'm crochet long strips like this. Assume there is no. This is how I do it first without this join 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I combine 10 or 11 motifs in a long way like this. I am preparing 4 strips. Then these strips that I prepared, I connect them like this, and thus these stripes form both the front and back. When I fold this from here, you'll see it like this. This is my cardigan, for example. Well, this is the front and this is the back. I will continue to combine from here with the chain joining technique, and here I will create my armhole. Look how. Let me show you that right away. I want to continue showing like this all the time. Let's travel comfortably because I crocheted one side. Look at that. I folded it. I came from here and used my chain joining technique, and I placed my arm in the armhole. Now we'll put this arm together. We will crochet the motif together. After that, we will do this merge together. And look, after making this piece like this, here it is. Will it stop? I'll spin it like this. What am I going to do about this armhole? After creating it, I will create the armhole from here and this piece too, leaving a gap in the neck. How can I leave it? Here, right here, hop back like this, will come down and unite. We will do this together too. So we left that neck gap behind the chain merge technique in between, so we'll apply it here too. Okay, now we'll remove these and start with the moccasin production. Let's start. Firstly, I will start crochet with my 60 stitches. For this too, I will crochet 24 double crochet into the magic ring like this. Right now, magic ring, I'm getting ready. I wrapped it around my finger. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm taking it out. After locking it like this, then I rise. I'm spinning around. I pass it behind. I crochet my first trapezoid like this. Then next to you, I will crochet 23 more and complete the number to 24. In my magic ring, I'll crochet and come just like this. Like that, I completed my 24 double crochet in the magic people. Now this last one right away, I'm crochet. I will sink to the top of crochet here and go up, but in the meantime, I'll also take the rope at the back. Look. I'm sinking to the top of crochet. I took the yarn at the back onto my hook. I will weave the thread through and slide it through one chain like this. After pulling, I rise upwards, spinning around me. By wrapping this rope around the back, I crochet my first crochet like this and into the same space crochet one more double crochet. I will pull 2 chains, 1 crochet, skip, next to crochet 2 double crochet, crochet, pull 2 chains, 1 crochet, skip into crochet, next to it 2 double crochet, crochet. With this logic, I will complete this row. Look, I'm jumping and coming to the one next to me. I also crochet it inside in this way. I complete the second row of the motif. My boxes are in double crochet. I have 2 chains in between. Rounding the number to 10, we will come and move up 1 row together with the new color. After crochet the last double group, pulling my 2 chains, I dipped it into the top of the crochet I crocheted first. Here by scrolling through, I'm raising my chain removed after passing my motif and compressing it nicely like this. I'm cutting my rope, cut the rope and take it back. I will hide it beautifully among the descendants well. Right now, sticking my hook in from behind, I take it back as the first action, then I hide it in the back. I'll do that later in those loops, okay? I'll take my new color and continue with my gray color. We are now in the third row of the motif. Into the gaps in the row, I crocheted 3 double crochet into the gaps formed. I pull 3 chains in between 3 duos crochet. I will continue with the 3 chain logic. I immediately took off my foot. I took it on my right. I came here. Now let me put it like that one. My first crochet, excuse me. Let me take this one too while I'm crochet it forward. I crocheted my first crochet. Next I continue by taking this one on my hook and hiding it. I crocheted the second one and will fill it once more. Get up, I crocheted the third one too into the void as double banisters. As I said, I have 3 chains. Into the gaps 3 double crochet, 3 chain logic. I'm completing this row and now I'm going up 1 more motif. I will be finished and I'll show you how many centimeters it is. I'll go up to 4th place now. In the meantime, into the gaps my crochet will have a 4-piece set. I will crochet 4 double crochet. Well, I have 2 chains in between. Sorry, I have 2 chains in the corners and 1 in between. 4 double crochet chains, 4 double crochet chains, 4 double crochet, 2 chains. I'll be continuing your logic when I go up right now while you're here. Well, I want to stay in the middle. I'm not coming here with 3 chains. Look how I climb up. I pulled my chain. I took my yarn over my hook. I came here first on crochet. I came here with my crochet. I passed through it using the scroll method. Descend by passing through these 3 descends. I'm coming here and immediately pull a chain, hop up and spin around like this. For the first time I'm crochet my crochet. I will crochet 3 more double crochet next to it. This is my first crochet in the corner. I pulled 1 chain. I crochet 4 double crochet into the space. I pulled a chain. I crochet 4 pieces again, a chain again. I'm going to make a corner here now. For that reason, I will crochet 4 double crochets. I crocheted the 4th 2 chains here. I pull and immediately here 4 pieces. I'm crochet more. This is our logic. I'll pass all the edges like this 1 chain. Now I've circled my motif to the point where I started so that I can pass and come like this. I've reached the last gap here. I had a quad and I crocheted the other quad. I pulled my 2 chains and immediately I'm sinking to the top of the first crochet here. After scrolling, I take the motif from the undescended and after squeezing it nicely like this, I'm cutting past this through the loops and 1 forward, 1 back, 1 forward, 1 here too. Immediately passing through, I'm watching, turning his head, then I'll do the same thing this way. Well, Now I'll tell you right away. I will tell you how many centimeters the motif is. You can also choose your motif accordingly. Well, you can crochet or compare in centimeters. My motif is 10.5 centimeters, 10.5 centimeters as I said. For those who want to work with a large motif here rather than one row increase, well, here is the link I left below. I recommend crochet one more row in this circle. That to you yesterday, excuse me, just now I shared it here. So look 1, 2, 3, I recommend you enlarge it with another quarter circle. I insist I'll stop making it if you get stuck now. When we come here now, it's time to combine our motif. What do I do first? I'm throwing your motif now, for example. Like me, hey, my friends who will work with 62 motifs, they will separate 44 motifs for the body. These 44 motifs 11, 11, 11 as 11 times 4 will be assembled into separate long pieces. As I am showing now, we will take the first motif and crochet both sides first. I'm getting my first motif right away. I'm sinking from the corner. I am crochet my 2 double crochet, then every one I crochet 1 double crochet stitch on top of the crochet stitch. When we come to the gaps there too, there was a chain that we pulled and it sank on top of it. Don't forget to crochet so you can sink into it if you want. You can crochet by sinking directly into the gap, so you can crochet here too. I'm crochet like this, dipping in and out. You can crochet now all the way to the corner of crochet. Let's crochet and come with crochet. When we came to the corner, I make 2 chains of 2 lock raptan inside the corner again. Exactly this edge on each crochet too with the dual crochet logic. I apologize to everyone in crochet with 1 double crochet logic until the end of this edge. That is, here I'm coming up as I said the motif. I came to the edge, I crocheted 2 stitches inside the edge here and came here. Immediately now this motif his face when he looked at me. I also got my new motif and right here I crochet 1 double crochet into the new motif. Then put the motifs back to back. The one behind is not from the first crochet, but from the second crochet. I'm sinking. I take my yarn over my hook and here I went to crochet with a new duo. I have now collected all 4 stitches in my crochet hook. Then I see crochet sinking again from behind. I take my yarn over my hook and here it sank into crochet. I'm pulling the 4 strokes here together. I'm sinking from behind. I take my yarn over my hook, sinking over crochet here. I'm the first one to come out on my hook. Then I add these 4 strokes together. Here until the end of the row, until the end of this edge, I will combine my motifs in the same way. Sinking from behind, I take my yarn over my hook and put it on the next crochet first. Go up 1, then collect 4 stitches together, so there are 4 stitches on my hook. Now I'm here. I'm in a void. I'm sinking into the chain again. Here I got rid of it and got out 1. I collected 4 stitches together again. Friends who don't know this boat on my YouTube page motif without breaking the yarn or hook joining technique, if you look at it like this, I explain it in full detail there. You can see even better this is how it is. I will combine this motif until the end. I came this far. I wanted to pass the end of the edge together back here again, sorry. Sinking from behind, I took my rope right on top again. I crocheted my double crochet and I crocheted 2 of the corners. Then here one, I pulled my 2 chains and came to the corner. I'm done with this edge. Now look, I'll come and crochet it like this, just like here. I will return here. Next motif, I'll add this on top of this one like hop hop. I'll add it. There is no difference. This straight like this straight up until the desired motif row. If I want 11, here are 11. If I want 12 pieces, I will crochet 12 pieces. Well, now I'm coming to you right now. Let me show you the transition here. Don't worry about that. I'll crochet here too. Let me come and show you the transition here. Later already you won't have any questions left in your mind. Weave it into those strips and now okay, let's move on to the chained merging part. Now we crochet it to the length we want. After assuming now we're back on track, I came like this. Now I'm here, and how do I get past this place? As soon as I got here, I went right into the corner. I will crochet my other 2 double crochet. We already crocheted 2 of them. I crochet the other 2 pieces and pull my chain in 2. There is a place that sinks into the void here and meets there. There is a point where the 2 intersect, or the motif sinking in there and sliding through. Pull 2 more chains, this time here too. I crochet 2 double crochet stitches in the corner. And on my banisters again 2 of 2 2. Sorry, I always say 2. I continue by crochet my double crochet on top of my crochet. I do it this way. Did they come here and hop around and join together? I will also combine my long piece with this logic. Then how do I proceed? Just look at it this way. Cardigan in 2 pieces. It is easy for me to turn it into something and continue. So look, first let me open my frame a little bit. I'm completing. You can think of it as a right or left part. These are obvious. Now I will show you the obvious. Ten one-piece pieces for you. I folded 10 motifs and placed them on the shoulder. 5 here, 5 behind. Then from under that armpit I separated the motifs of my armhole by combining them. Then I cut my arm piece like this. I create a 3 by 3 pattern by combining 9 motifs. Bring it to I place it in something, for example, I have an arm left half done here. I'll show it to you how I complete it. I will put it together and put it in my armhole. First, I created my 10 one-piece pieces in stages. Look at this long. Think about I created 4 pieces like this, then 2 of these I combined 2 pieces like this and 2 pieces separately. Look, do you see how long it is? Very long. After combining it like this, I fold it like this. I fold and I leave one motif on the shoulder. 10 was 1. I left this one out. I folded it like this. I left. What should I do after folding it? Should I get it like this? Where is my armhole? My shoulder is here, one motif in front, one motif in back. This is my armchair. Where my armhole is can be specified immediately with a locator. I can get it right because from here I'll combine it here. So I'll combine it like this. And will form cola. I will create the cola house and the actual shape of the cardigan using this combining technique. Now how I did this combining technique I want to show you right away. When combining these aspects, first I'm starting right away from the edge of this piece. Now I'm going to show you this joining technique. At the hem of this skirt, starting from the part where I will create the armhole first of all, only one side. On the other hand, think of it this way, okay? I'm showing you how we put this back together. Actually, also this chain part 1, I'm coming to the point in that corner right now. Sink in there immediately like this. Look here, you can actually see what I did. Sinking into the same spot. First I crochet a tight needle, then 1 2 3 4, pulling my chain and sinking. I'm crochet my frequent needle again from now on. The process I will do is always in crochet 2, jump to crochet and go to the one next to you. I will crochet frequently after pulling the 4 chains. 1 2 3, I pulled 4 chains. 1 2, I jumped to crochet and got the 3rd single needle. 1 2 3 4, I shot crochet. Wait a minute here, I looked at the wrong place because I was screwed up. I continue again, 4 chains. 1 2 3 4, chain 1 2, jump and crochet your needle. 1 2 3 4, chain 1 2, crochet, skip, single crochet 2 3 4 1 2, atlas. Like this I start creating the nests with the first chain. 2 3 4 1 2, atlas. Come here. Often again, let's come to this corner together. Let me come there and show you how we will pass there. Now I've come this far. Look, I'll show you how I got past this corner. Immediately there are 2 here in crochet. I already see that you are staying. Let's get a little closer. I see I have 2 crochet left. I'm jumping in and crochet a tight needle here. 2 3, I'm pulling my 4 chains, then I crochet another one here. One, 2, 3, 4 frequent needles are pulling well. I'm pulling my chain. I skip 2 crochet and crochet 1 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 2 crochet, skip, crochet a tight needle. Now if I am throwing it, if this were a single piece I crocheted like this, I thought this wasn't a chain either. I was going to crochet this until the end of the long one. After crochet one of them like this, look, after crochet this part, one of them this second one too, I was going to join this while passing by, but I'm in the arm piece. I combined these two. I wanted to show you on this combining technique. Okay. Now I'm going to crochet this up to the armhole. Because now this piece I folded the piece I created with 22 motifs like this. I came to the part where I created the armhole 4 motifs here. When I combine them here, automatically my arm house will be formed. What am I doing for this? I'm coming here right away. I'll crochet this up to here. I'll crochet this up to here. This ring thing, I mean the rings, well, I'll come here and weave the nests. After I cut off my rope while performing the opposite operation, I'm starting to get involved with this armchair. I came to the bottom until the part where I will create the seat house. Now here 1, 2, 3, I pulled 4 chains after inserting a needle into the space here. And crochet it tightly. I tighten my rope tightly and cut it. I'm done with this side now with the other side. So then on the contrary, when I sink from here, I already understand that I need to unite. What am I going to do from here right now? Unite with the opposite completely. I will create the kola house from the exact opposite place. Now I took off my noose. I'm sinking into the corner here, and now I will continue to unite like this. I crocheted my frequent needle and came to the corner immediately. 1, 2, I pulled my chain. After pulling my 2 chains, this is what you see on the other side, sinking into the corner of the void. I'm crochet a tight needle right away. I'm pulling my 2 chains here. I am skipping 2 crochet and coming to the third one. And I crochet 1 frequent needle. I'm pulling 2 chains into the space opposite. I crochet my frequent needle into the corresponding space. I'm pulling 2 chains. I'm coming here immediately, jumped to 2 crochet. I crochet my single crochet into the third one. I'm pulling my 2 chains again, squeeze it again into the corresponding space opposite, 2 chains, 1, 2 atlas with this logic, down to the bottom. Mutual. I will put together my long piece because they are mutually united well. How will my cardigan be shaped from the side? Both front and back will be formed, and thus armhole 2 I will have created. I've come to the end. I wanted to complete this place together. Now here I pull my 2 chains. I merge with the space immediately opposite. I'm pulling my 2 chains again and come here. I'm already in the corner when I jump 2 steps around the corner. I'm doing frequent injections into it. I pull my 2 chains again. The space here I crocheted my tight needle into the last space and crocheted 2. Pull my chain after coming right into this corner and crochet my tight needle. I pull the chain and tighten it tightly. This opposite side joining the opposite large edges, I gave the piece its form. Now I'll place the arm after passing the cuff. Actually, I could have done it like this, not separately but individually. Come and see the whole thing. I could also pass the arm where I last doubled and turned. Here is a mutual merger. I could do it and go down and crochet this place separately. I would leave this one in the queue as well, but don't get confused. I did this to make it easier to understand. But that is also an alternative. I would like to point out that it can also be done that way. Now I'll go around the arm, actually just like when I put it together. I start crochet as I crocheted the first row. I'm coming to this corner right now. I'll start from there by crochet tightly again. I'll pull 2 chains and come to this corner and make another one. Sorry, not 2 chains but 4 chains. We just finished combining the last one, or I lost my mind. 3 and 4 here. Frequent needle 1 2 3 4. Skip 2 chains to the third, for example. With this logic, just like I showed you earlier. In a row, I'm coming past your cuff. I came under the arm. I just completed a tour. I'm right here. Look under the arm. Let me rotate it like this and show it where I started. Well, I started from here. There was a part where these two came together. Now I'm here again. 1 2 3, pulling my 3 and 4 chains. Okay, I need to tidy this up. Where I will pick up is exactly where I started. I'm coming there. Part, look there. Now there's that part where I started. I will come, but before I get there, this I will continue by tidying up my armpits like this. I sank right into the middle again. 1 2 3. I pulled my 4 chains. I've now reached the point where I started. Sinking there too, sinking completely to the bottom of it. I slide through, and the first row of the armhole is like this. I am completing. Then I'll place the arm here nicely. Now let me cut this right here. Let's move on to arm placement. Let me show you how to add the arm pieces. I actually wanted to, just like I showed you. For example, I went through this like this the same way. Now, well, I'm looking around for this 2 again from the top in order coming from below. Threesome. Place the 9 motifs on the arm in the same way I'm placing. Then I'll put it in your armhole. I wanted to show you when combining in this way. You can also use the handle 3 to 3 9. Here is the armhole I have prepared. Now it's time to put my arm piece together. I took my noose again and came to the corner again. I sank right here. After crochet my frequent needles, I pull my chain at 2 and take it here, and look, now I should take this place and work from this corner normally, but I'm going to do a little attraction here. I put this under the arm to sit. I will do this part here when I return. Now I'm doing a little thing here. Don't sit down. Later to pull my chain, and this I'm coming into the corner again. I'm pulling my 2 chains VE here to the corresponding point on the opposite side. I just keep combining. I jumped 2 crochet and sank to the top of the third one. Did I crochet with a tight needle? I pulled my 2 chains. I sank into the void here again. This is how I started. I'll have come this far and put the arm in place. Then, well, I'll show you how I went around the arm. As I passed around the arm, I'll also go around the cardigan. It remains as a footer, but of course when crochet around the cardigan, well, I have a few details to do. I will show them to you in detail. But above all, let me put this in its place and come. I even got to where my armpit was. Now I'm going to do a wrap up here too. Now I pulled the 2 chains and came to the corner. I pull 2 more chains in the corner, and immediately I'm coming to the corner where I need to sink my 2 chains. After crochet my frequent needle, I pull my 2 chains. And sink into the same corner again. After pulling my 2 chains, sinking into the void here and into the void in the middle, I'll crochet my frequent needle right here too. Then normal by combining the opposite arm piece. 2 edges. I will also start giving the form. I pulled 2 chains and came, and now 2 after pulling the chain. It is now in pieces against the opposite side. Well, I'll take this tour first to unite. I will crochet up to here like this, then cut the rope here and go across. I will combine this with what I crocheted. First I start crochet this 2, 3, 4. I skipped 2 pieces and I'm crochet the third one. I pulled my 4 chains too. I jumped to the bead and crocheted the fourth one. With the same logic, let me come to this part of this cuff here differently. As we crochet towards the end, we will come across a place like this. We'll skip that part too. After pulling my 4 chains, I will sink exactly in the middle. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. I pull my chain and come back to this corner here. I will go to the west and I continue again in the same normal order. I came up to the armhole last. I'm pulling my 4-way chain, sink here immediately. I will cut it after I squeeze it well. Then as follows, I'm taking the piece, let's fold it like this where we combined it here. Let's fold it immediately. Now from here too, I passed this place, coming from here too, starting from here. Now when I came up to the armpit, by uniting with the opposite, I will have crocheted the arm too. Then let's go through the cuff together from here to my development chain. Well, I got my noose. I got stuck in the corner and crocheted my single crochet 1, 2. After pulling my chain, sink into the first corner space 1. I crocheted my frequent needle and I'm pulling my 2 chains right away. Come here and skip 2 and go to the third. I crochet my frequent needles. I'm pulling my 2 chains. I'm crochet here too. This is how it is mutual. This is the end of 1, 2, 3, sink third. Let me create and come. I came to the end of this too. I'm finishing this place now. I'm finishing this place now. I wanted to complete it together. I pulled 2 chains and I'm exactly in the middle. Here I'm pulling 12 more chains combined with the space above. After pulling my chain at 2 up there, as I sink through the void, I merge with the back. And thus crochet a tight needle. I close the gap under the arm. I made a topi, a small gathering under the arm, and I cut here. I have placed the arm in place. Now around the arm, your mouth together, we will crochet the cuff. And how to crochet it other finished. I want to show you the sleeve opening right away. After crochet 2 rows of elastic, now we will prepare our little ones for your sleeves. Let me show you the normal crochet in the first place. On top of crochet and corner spaces we will proceed in the form of 1 double crochet. I want to show it right away. I took off my noose, I took my rope on my mountain. I start from a gap and crochet 1 here. Let me crochet this once on every crochet 1. For each crochet, I'm crochet a double crochet. I wanted to show you exactly where the transition is. 1 piece of crochet in this corner. I made 1 double crochet in this corner. I'm moving up a row. Let's go through the tire together and see how we die now. We also have this transition here. I need to show it to you too, of course. That's why we came here now. Look. Air. So not at the normal crossing point, but right there we are at the transition point. We are exactly at the transition point right here. Air there. I'll show you how to make the transition. I'm doing this right now, okay? First of all, 1 here, I'm crochet 1 here in the corner, and in the big gap here I crochet 2, later crochet 1 into the gap there, I'm crochet 2 more here. This is how I provide this chained hole transition. Come here and crochet 1 in the same corner again. I continue to crochet on my crochet as well. Now I'm here. I wanted us to go up together. Sinking right here to the top of crochet and sliding the rope, I'm moving to the side. Once I pull the chain, I rise, I turn my hook around the hop and pass my yarn through from behind. After creating 1 layer crochet 1 front 1 crochet from the back, I'm starting tire production 1 front 1 from behind 1 front. I will complete this row from 1 back like this, then we will move on to the top row. The row with the shards, I've come to the end of this row. I crocheted the last one. 2 here is the first one I crocheted. Sinking to the top of crochet, sliding through. I'm done with this rope. Now we will start crochet our patches with my new color gray. We crochet our patterns with frequent needles. Now one of them, 1 crochet 1 chain over crochet will pull you, jump in, and crochet you next to you. Let's start together now. I immediately prepared my stitch for the patchwork row. Sinking into any hill of crochet, I crochet my frequent needles. Later 1 2 3 pull the chain. I'm sinking into the bottom of a needle. VE again, crochet a tight needle. I'm pulling 1 chain, jump to 1 crochet and move on to the next crochet. I'm crochet more frequent needles. I'm pulling my 3 chains again, sinking to the bottom of crochet again, crochet my frequent needles. I'm pulling a chain. I'm skipping a crochet next to the top of crochet. I'm sinking 1 2. I pulled my 3 chains. I came to my senses. I sank. I crocheted my tight needle. I pulled 1 chain and skipped 1. This is how it is. I will complete the patches around my arm. I've come to the end. Now here's the last one. I also made my own pimples after pulling my chain. This is sinking into what I first started. I also slide my rope from behind, and after locking it nicely I completed the cuff. Actually, this is the sleeve cuff, you see. Well, let me say it this way. Well, I'll try to do it around my cardigan too. Now first of all we need to add 2 pieces together. I currently have them in 2 separate pieces. Let's move on to merging now. We crochet 2 pieces in 2 separate pieces. We will combine, of course, this part of the place. Working from behind, we will add the 2 pieces together here. Now I would like to tell you one enlargement technique that I throw it like this to your neck. Well, let's get a little closer to the neck. Take a look at this 1 2 3 4 5. If you are working with 5.5 motifs, don't count half past 1 by crochet 5 more motifs and placing them in the middle. This is very easy by working with the back 5. You can size up the cardigan apart from enlarging the motif, so you have moved on to 1 more motif and 1 more row here. Of course, this normally straight again. In the last row you will crochet and combine 5 pieces by crochet these parts 1 here. You can easily get your cardigan by joining here. Let me tell you how many centimeters you will grow in your head. There will be one like this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll get it from here and give you more precise measurements. Yeah, 15-16 cents. You automatically throw off your cardigan, so this is my suggestion for plus size people. Now let's remove this. We'll join this from the back, or let this be the back. It doesn't matter. This is my union. I'll start here from here, or I'll end it here. It doesn't matter. So, for example, I can pin it here like this. This part is mine, where I will separate the collar space. I couldn't quite put this together. Yeah. This is where I'll separate the collar space. This is where I will join them together from the bottom. What do I do then? This is like this Durson. It doesn't even matter if I separate them. Durson in one of them, I know I will crochet up to here. I can get it on the other one too in case I get mixed up starting from here. Now here I create my spaces. I will join this while crochet the first row here and here. I took off my noose. I immediately go into the corner and crochet my frequent needle. VE1 2. I pulled my 3/4 chain. I jumped 2 to crochet. I made a single needle at the top of the third one. Actually, we all know this now. Until I separate the nape of the neck, I continue crochet exactly like this. I'm pulling my 4 chains, jump 2 crochet and pin on top of the third one. I'm doing the same thing I just showed you. Of course, when we get here, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me show you here and there. I'm going to sink here. I'll make 4 again and sink here. I will continue as is. I've come to the point where I'll leave the nape of my neck. Now here are 4 of them. I pull my chain and sink right here. I lock my needle after crochet it, and I crocheted this side. Now it's time for here and their unification on time. That's why I'll take it to him right away. I came to the place where I attached the loop marker. I sank into the corner space. There I crocheted a tight needle. I pulled my 2 chains, and the place that corresponds to it is this sinking into the first space. I crochet my frequent needles. I'm pulling 1 2 chains, and right here I skip the crochet. I skipped and crochet 2 crochet on top. I'm pulling the 1 2 chain. I crochet again at the point that coincides with the top. I'm pulling my 2 chains again, and I'm coming here. I count 1 2, sink into the third and crochet. So here are the 2 opposite parts. One will combine, then we crochet together around our cardigan. We can move on after combining this. I've come to the end of putting together 2 large pieces. Now look exactly here. I'm sinking here, pulling my 2 chains 1 2 into the space opposite sinking. I'm coming here with 1 or 2 and sinking here 2. I'm completing after I squeeze. I will cut my rope mutually, so I combined it 2 pieces. Now one became a whole. We have given the cardigan shape. Our thin cardigan appeared. Now this cardigan together well. We'll cover it up while weaving around it first. Let me show you how we started. On my other finished cardigan, I'll show you this pat 3 rows. I'm crochet a rib row. Of course, the first of this I will pass with crochet second in line, and in the third row, crochet the elastic. I will continue to crochet my patches later. You can do this less or more. For example, I made 3 rows here just now. But this is what I just did in order to finish the cardigan faster. 2. I will crochet a row and pass the third row smoothly. But I wanted to show you this as an example. Third place you can do it for, so you can finish it in any way that pleases your eye. You can also make it wider. He already enlarged the back and placed one motif in the middle. If you have completed the back 5, I recommend doing at least 3 rows. It's much more beautiful so together. Now let's move on to crochet the tire. I'm starting from the corner first. I will crochet 2 double crochet. I crocheted my first false crochet. I took my yarn over my hook. I take the yarn at the back and crochet the February 2nd double crochet. And it sank right here on top of crochet. On top of every crochet, I continue to progress by crochet 1 double crochet. So when it comes to these intersection points, I'll show you how I transitioned there. I will show you how I made the transition at the intersection point. Size, I will crochet 2 in the first one. I will crochet 1 in the second one. I will continue with this logic, but if you think you are doing it wrong, you can crochet 2 pieces. If you think it's too much, if you are using lettuce, you can crochet it 1 by 1. I thought it would fit nicely like this. This is entirely up to your discretion, depending on how it falls from your hand, thus reaching up to the nape of the neck. I will show you how I made a transition to the nape. When I got to the nape of the neck, this one, there will be an image like this on the back of the neck. While doing it, look now, again sinking in from all sides until here. I came by crochet. Now I'm in the corner here. I crochet 1 in the corner, then there is a corner here in the transition. I crochet 1 in that corner too, then there are 2 big transitions here. I crochet 2 pieces inside them. I crochet 2 of them into these. 2 of them are inside this one, then there is a corner here. 1 inside that corner. After crochet 1 into the corner here again. 1 crochet on top of each crochet. I will come to the point where I started with logic on top of that. Now I will continue to crochet tires. Well, when you come to the skirt part, there is a part like this you will also meet. I wanted to show you how to get through this place. We crochet normally until we get there. Into the corner 1. When I came here, I saw this big void. I am crochet 2 double crochet. Here's 1 in the middle, then I crochet 2 more here. Later crochet 1 here. I continue crochet normally. Back to where I started. This is already here. I'm about to complete the first row. Now I started by crochet 2 pieces in this space. Crochet the other 2 pieces. Now I'll show you how to get up there. On my hook I pull a chain before I get my rope, then this first one sinks into the top of my crochet, and by sliding the rope and also from the 3 yarns on this hook, I'm taking out a loop. After pulling 1 chain, rotate it around, I'm making my fake crochet. Take a seat next to you. I'm crochet another double crochet. After that too, I'm going to switch to rubber bands. Crochet 1 from the front, 1 from behind. I take it and start crochet. I said I would crochet this row as 2 rows. As I said, you can crochet 3 for example. I'll finish at 2 and get in the rutted line. Now we have nothing different here. What are we doing? Just crochet the crochet 1 from the front and 1 from the back. I'm completing this order until I get to the point where I started. I won't do anything different in every crochet neck, every crochet native I came across there. I will crochet from the front and back, respectively. When I reach the end of this row, let's complete it together. I wanted and into this space I crocheted 2 more double crochet into the corner space. After pulling my chain at 2, the first pair I crocheted sank into crochet. I scrolled through it and locked it nicely. Now it's time to crochet these little things. These little things a little different than the one we crocheted on the arm. Well, I'll crochet it right away, and I'm taking out my stitches. How do I crochet differently? It's almost the same, The only difference is now let me come to the corner first. First I crochet a single crochet, then 1 pull 2 3 chains and insert the same needle into the bottom. I crochet 1 more frequent needle since I'm in the corner. I chain 1, I'm sinking into the same void again. After crochet my frequent needle 1 2 3 chains rising and sinking to the bottom again to its bottom. I crochet 1 more frequent needle and from here on the arm a little flounce on the cuff 1 chain that I pulled in between to give I won't shoot here anymore and 1 without pulling the chain. Jump to crochet and crochet to the other one 2. I crochet my 3 frequent needles and sink into it again. I crocheted again after the tight needle. Jump 1 crochet and the one next to it I'm sinking V 1 2 3 chains, pull it out and immediately sink back and crochet a tight needle again. I'm skipping 1 and another crochet after crochet my frequent needle. I pull my 3 chains, I'm sinking into it, so unlike what I did in the arm's mouth without pulling the 1 chain here. 1 jump to crochet and come to the one next to you and crochet because creating abundance around the cardigan I don't want to create a flywheel. I want to gather. The opposite is true for the cuff. I wanted to make the sleeves a little open, let the sleeves be gathered, not open if you want Durson. I crocheted the same thing around the cuff of this cardigan. I recommend you do it. Then I am like this. Let me finish wrapping the cardigan and come right away. Our favorite part is the finale after completing the rough edges around it. As I said, you want the tire, you can crochet in thickness. Look at my cardigan when it's completed like this. Place the front facing each other like this and immediately give it to you. I want to give a measurement. How many centimeters long is my cardigan? To understand the breadth of my cardigan is 57 centimeters, that is 114 centimeters. Let me tell you something, I thought it would be smaller at first. But when you prepare your cardigan in these sizes like me, very easily, well, it's even hard for size 40 or 42. If you crochet 2 rows more around it, if you are going to crochet a much larger size, as I said below this video, I will leave the large format motif round ordinary magnification. You can also enlarge it in the last row, but I recommend you to enlarge it from a round to a round or do none of these and sit in the back middle row. 1 can place more motifs. That's how you create the nape space. These are all alternatives, much larger sizes under the arm by placing motifs on the cardigan to make it even bigger. They can make cardigan is calm and serene because it is a cardigan. Very large sizes also very comfortably will use it with pleasure. I say evaluate it well. I told you the colors I used in this cardigan. Alize Cotton Golden, I used 2-sided and 60. These colors were also very popular here. That's why I want to repeat this once more. Tomorrow's 0, I used 1 and 0 for you. Durson here for information. Well, you know I've come to the end. As always, I would like to ask for your heart. Well, if you liked it, comment, or if you don't like it, of course I am open to any kind of criticism. Your comments and likes are very valuable to me. If you don't forget to subscribe, you will make me happy. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this far. See you in the next videos. Goodbye, friends.